Hi, welcome back everybody, it's Mike Newton down here at Learn Golf Academy. New product again, it's January 2020, loads new product releasing, it's Ping, and this is a black-headed G710 head, so very stealth looking. We've gone black. This is a newer version to the G700, hollow body construction. Quite a bit to talk about in the technology on this particular iron, so we'll do that obviously in this video. We've got GC Code on the floor as always, so we'll provide you with some numbers and data of the performance of the club, my personal feedback of the looks, the sound, the feel, and maybe what type of golf this club is really aimed at. Okay, so just before we jump into the video, if you've been watching and you haven't subscribed, just jump down there if you can, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. I've got loads of new videos coming, comparisons of all these new product releases from all the brands. I'm going to do lots of comparison videos, so there's going to be plenty coming your way, so make sure you tune in, ring that bell so you will not miss a thing. Okay, so G710, newer version to the G700, which was a very popular iron, especially here when we were doing fittings. Great iron, you know, very big head, very forgiving, very easy to sort of launch, so very much aimed at a golfer who's maybe that mid to slow swing speed, struggles maybe to flight that golf ball, needs something forgiving but needs something powerful, and that's exactly what this iron is doing. Plenty to sort of talk about. The big talking point or the big visual is it's black. They've blacked this out and I think it looks stunning. It's a beautiful like satin black finish on it, just looks very sort of stealth like. The grooves are very grey, so the face stands out and frames the ball really nicely. Just putting this down by the golf ball there, obviously with that lighter groove section, the dark edges in that heel and toe and the top line, again it frames the ball lovely, but with the darker finish on the outside just gives a slightly small appearance of the club face or the club head, even though it is pretty big and there's loads of hitting area on this club, which again is helping on confidence inspiring and also forgiveness. Okay, let's get a few shots hit first. I've got the 7 iron here. This is lofting in at 29.5 degrees of loft, so as we expect it's going to be in that strong bracket, but not ridiculously strong. They do offer a power spec option in this, which they've done in a few models before, which is going to come in at 28, so 1.5 degrees stronger. Okay, that's a nice opening shot to start with. That seemed very easy to hit. Just pulled that a little bit on that left-hand side. Strike was really quite nice on that, to be fair. So I've got myself set out about 180 from the green on the simulator here. So what's happening in the technology in the head? So we're going to talk about the club face first. We've got a C300 Mirage in steel. So it's the same steel as they use in the fairway woods. Obviously it's a hollow construction, so they're trying to get that spring-like ball speed effect that you tend to sort of see on fairway woods, but obviously in an iron. So again, helping with that ball speed. We've got a 5% increase in the MOI against this G700. So with that tungsten screw that you can visually see there, obviously placing a little bit of weight in that toe section, and obviously we've got the weight of the shaft and weight in that heel section. Obviously increases that MOI, less twisting on those off centre hits, more energy and more ball speed on those slight miss hits. Again, it's quite a similar shots to that first one there, quite a loudish sort of sound to that. I think with that hollow construction, you see other brands sort of filling it with a substance to dampen sort of sound and vibration. That's probably the only downside I would say with the Ping in the hollow heads. You do sort of hear that a little bit louder acoustics, maybe that sound sort of echoing a little bit, gives a slightly louder sound to it. But having said that, for the type of golf this is probably aimed at, they don't mind that explosive sound because it feels like they've hit it further, it feels like the ball's really shot off. And you know, getting that sort of distance that maybe that type of golfer's looking for. Now, putting this down by the golf ball, as I said, the lighter face frames it nicely. The dark head or the dark top line doesn't appear to be a really thick, chunky top line, which is quite good because of the dark finish on it. Obviously, you're going to see some offset on there, which we do, which I don't particularly like personally, but again, it's there to help you for the type of golfer this is aimed at. It's a nice shot, really high ball flight. That'll get there a little bit better. That's probably the best strike of lot here. And they look to be stopping pretty quick. Obviously the height there, we're going to get probably a really good steep descent angle through that Obviously through the height of that ball flight, that spun at 5,500, which you sort of typically would see in that, you know, that 29.5 degree loft, wouldn't you? Now this dark finish has the hydro pearl finish on it as well, so obviously that dispersing of moisture, you know, sometimes we get through hitting out rough, just moisture on the ball, the grass, just gets between club face and ball, just disperses better for more consistency of ball speed and spin numbers. The only thing that maybe just worries me a little bit with this black finish is how does it wear? You know, over time, hitting lots of shots, does it start to wear, because it is just a coating, does it start to wear off? And then you're sort of exposing the metal colour underneath. I don't know, that only time will tell, of hitting more and more shots with it under different conditions. That's a good strike. So high in the ball flight. Doing exactly what it's sort of supposed to do, really getting that flight up and high. Now the other really good feature of this is they now come as standard in the G710 head only, is the Arcos tracking system in the grips. So obviously many of you know the Arcos is a tracking system where you can track your shots, your yardages, and where you hit it on the golf club with each club. So as standard in the G710, they come with Arcos built into that grip, which is a good feature. So I'm just reading here what Ping have sent me. So when you purchase 6 or more irons in a set, you will also receive 8 free screw-in sensors of the Arcos, probably for your other clubs possibly as well. You do get a free 90-day trial of the app, so I'm guessing you might have to pay after that. I'm not too sure with the app, to be honest. I've not actually looked at it myself, but obviously you get that free sort of trial period. So great feature there. It's nice to sort of see that being offered. Oh, that's lovely. So high, so easy to hit, just feels like it's just going to get that ball up quickly. Seems to be going a long way. That was a good strike on that last one. Okay, so G710, very stealth looking, but what are the numbers like? Let's go and have a look. Okay, so looking at some numbers, you can see ball speed there averaging at 124.9, so pretty much 125, launching at 17 degrees, spin on average at 5.357. So we're not going to obviously see a high spin number with a 29.5 degree lofted iron. We're going to see some lower ball speeds there, aren't we? So as we'd probably expect. So, but the peak height at 34 yards is pretty high. So we're going to see that stopping power then. You can see as that comes into land, 47 degrees of descent angle, it's going to get some good stopping power there. So again, it's the golfer who maybe doesn't need as much control when it comes into land. They're not too worried about that. They just want to get some extra yards. The spin number dropping down a little bit with that stronger loft, and obviously still getting the height of the flight is a good combination. So 181 carry distance on the fly, and that's running from 175 to 186. So 11-yard front to back dispersion there. First two, I'll be honest, didn't catch them absolutely flushed. The last one obviously I did there, see 186, did catch that one much better on the strike. Right, okay guys, so there we go, G710, beautiful blacked out stealth looking iron. I really quite like the look of that. It's very different, even though the head's a bit bigger from probably what I would look at. I love the finish and coat on it. How that lasts, I don't know, only time will tell. Playing in different conditions and seeing how that actually sort of wears over time. Availability of these come in a 4 iron through to pitch, gap wedge and sand wedge. So we've got obviously all options there. As we know with Ping, huge custom fit, so loads of different lie angles, loads of different shaft options as always. So in a steel shaft, they're coming in at £169 per club, in graphite, £179 per club. So post comments down below, let me know your thoughts. G710, is that on your radar? Do you need that little bit of help launching? Wouldn't mind some extra ball speed. Do you like the black finish? That could be a little bit of a debatable one there. It could be a bit like Marmite. Some will go, oh, don't like that. Some will be all over it. So I'd love to hear your thoughts as always. As I say, if you haven't subscribed, loads more videos coming your way. Please hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. Follow me up on social media platforms, both Instagram and Twitter, and the handles there are at MN Golf Coach. And hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.